Hi, so here we are for our first impressions driving edition of this 2015 Toyota Highlander. And when you hit the road in this vehicle, what you're going to notice from the previous generation is a very different driving experience right off the bat. The steering's different, the acceleration and just the way the suspension moves is different. The whole idea of this 2015 is that it's supposed to be more dynamic in the driving experience. Now, the steering to me is light right here at low speed, right about 30 miles an hour, but it's not twitchy in that it doesn't make you feel like you have to correct for the steering all the time, but it is definitely on the light side of the steering kind of weight. Now, from an acceleration perspective, what I noticed about this vehicle is that it actually accelerates probably faster than you realize, especially with this 3.5 liter V6 that we have, the largest engine besides the hybrid that you can get. With the hybrid, it's not so much the engine size that I'm talking about, but the total system horsepower. You'll have 280 horsepower, whereas in this you'll have only 270. And remember, with the hybrid, you have instantaneous torque pretty much with the hybrid motors. So when you get on the gas, if I floor it here, this is not going to be a rocket ship or a sport SUV, but it has good power and it will get you up to speed quickly. It is comfortable out on the freeway at 75 miles an hour like our speed limits are here in Colorado. So from a driving perspective, it's quiet, it's smooth, the suspension soaks up the bumps, it doesn't have too much tilt in it for curves and cornering, but this again is meant to be a good all-around everyday 8-passenger SUV, and it is that full-size kind of SUV. Not full-size like an Escalade kind of full-size, but it is 8-passenger, and it is definitely not small at being well over 190 inches in total length. It's actually 3 inches longer than the previous generation. So if it looks bigger than it did before, it truly is. And with the new body design and everything, the driving experience you might think would seem like it's driving a bigger vehicle, but I actually think that they've balanced the size and the styling and the overall experience in this vehicle. 3 inches doesn't actually make it seem all that much different from a parking, reversing, and all of that. We'll have the real wrap-up for this Real First Impressions coming up next, so stay tuned. So that's the Real First Impressions video edition on this 2015 Toyota Highlander. This is the limited all-wheel drive, and it does have the 3.5 liter V6 engine with 270 horsepower. Remember, you can get this in a 4-cylinder or a hybrid, the hybrid having 280 total system horsepower. This vehicle comes in as tested at right about $48,000, just a hair under. And it is a great value for the money considering all the luxury features, the 8-seat capacity, and all of the technology and innovation on the inside. It'll drive more dynamically than the previous generation while still getting decent fuel economy for an 8-passenger SUV. It is a vehicle that I think you should check out, especially from a first impressions perspective, and we'll give you more details in our real video, the real review, coming up down the road. We'll see you very soon, and make sure you subscribe and leave comments right here on our YouTube channel.